time for a pickups video where I snag some new games, one of which is a collector's edition, which I'll be unboxing on a different video, and completing a story done in the previous episode. It's the Bargain Game Hunter. So I'm filming this before all the rest of the stuff is coming in because I've got quite a few other things coming in as part of this episode, including a game from Best Buy, got some pickups from a number of different places, but I wanted to kind of get things started because this is going to be an interesting pickups episode. So we'll start off with Amazon. So on Amazon, there were a couple games that I've been thinking about picking up for a little bit. Both were on sale, so I figured I'd snag them at a good price. And I think these are good pickups to add to the collection. One of which is a collector's edition. And this one I'm actually going to be unboxing alongside another one for the channel. So look for that as part of the unboxing series. But we'll start off with Pepper Grinder on the Switch. It's a little 2D action adventure game. Shout out to Easy Gamer who suggested this game. He actually got two copies of it, one on Switch and one on PS5. I'm just gonna get the Switch copy. It was on sale for 20 bucks, so pretty happy to add that to the collection. I think it's a good price for a pretty good game, at least it looks like it. And then this one, it's funny because I actually almost bought this when it came out in December for 50 bucks. And I ended up getting it for, I think it was 30. So I'm glad I waited. And this has a pretty good amount of stuff in it, but we'll open it together as part of the unboxing series. But we have Worms Armageddon, the Anniversary Edition on the PS5. This is the collector's edition. It includes like posters, some figurines, coins, a big box. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. So again, we'll open this up on the unboxing series. It's probably already out by the time you're seeing this video, but yeah, we'll open that up there. So 30 bucks, not complaining. Because it was on sale for 30, and then there was a coupon you could add that gave me an additional 30% off. So overall, I think I paid 50 bucks for those two games. Pretty darn good, especially because Worms originally was 50 by itself. And then we're gonna go to, we'll stay in Amazon for now. Picked up two more games. This one literally just came out in physical form. It's funny. I got it in a different package. So I ordered something else. I got the package. I didn't know this game was in it, so I tossed the paper or the package that was in, thinking it was empty. Then I looked at my Amazon delivery and it said, oh, it was delivered with the other thing. So I'm like, oh crap. So I went back through it and sure enough, there was a game in there. The Plucky Squire on the Switch. This is kind of a fun looking 2D/3D game where you can kind of go back and forth between a 2D world and then like a 3D world. It looks interesting. Apparently it's not amazing, but I wanted to play it. It looks fun. I figured it was worth a grab physically on the Switch. And then another game that we're gonna unbox separately from Worms Armageddon, because I think this one probably deserves its own unboxing because there's a lot of stuff in it. The namesake of this episode, we have Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii on the Xbox Series X. This is the collector's edition. It includes like a pirate flag, a bunch of cool stuff. Can't wait to open this up and check it out. I'm excited to play the game too. It looks like a combination of Yakuza and Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Looks fun. And then Best Buy. So I went on Best Buy's website and they're doing a big sale on first-party PlayStation games and a few other things here and there. So I decided to pick up a couple games, one of which is not coming until Tuesday. So it'll be a part of this episode, just a little later. But this one I got today, and again, I mostly got it because I like physical games, and I have a feeling this is not going to be the easiest physical game to find because of the fact that the original is so overprinted. But this one probably will not be. We have Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered on the PS5. Again, shout out to Easy Gamer. He pointed that out, and that's part of why I decided to grab this version. I never finished Horizon Zero Dawn, and now that there's a PS5 upgrade, I might as well play it in its best form. We'll see if I open this or not. I might just pay the $10 and upgrade my PS4 version, but we'll find out, I guess. But yeah, I have a physical copy of the PS5 version of Horizon Zero Dawn. And yeah, that's what we got right now. I've got some more stuff coming throughout the week. So I'm back at the other GameStop, as you can see. Not my old GameStop, the retro one. This is the GameStop closer to me. And I'm back because I decided to do another trade-in. I did trade in the loose copy of Octopath. So now I have, it's still a completed box copy because I kept the case and I kept the game I got from the pawn shop, but I traded in the second copy. I also scoured my collection and traded in some stuff. It was mostly just random junk that I had no use for, or doubles of some games. That's one thing I would recommend is check your collections. Even if a game does not come up on the GameStop website, I would still check, bring it in to see if they will take it, because oftentimes they will. I just traded in like Jack 3 and 007 Agent Under Fire that I had doubles of, and they took them. I mean, granted, it wasn't much, but still. Yeah, I traded those in. I traded in an old PS2 controller that I didn't really need. And then the loose copy of Octopath, I got like $20 in credit, something like that. It was $25 in credit, actually. So here's what I picked up. I think I ended up paying like $10 out of pocket. And that actually also includes a pre-order for Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I know a lot of people are very down on that game. I have all the other Assassin's Creed games. It could be fun. We'll find out, I guess. But, of course, if I was at GameStop, I took advantage of the buy two get one. And so I got 3 games. Severed Steel on the PS4 has a PS5 upgrade. Looks like a sci-fi action adventure game. Looks interesting. It was $15. This, I guess, is technically the free game. We have Potion Permit on the PS4. Looks like a kind of sim RPG puzzle kind of thing. It looks interesting. Again, it's a game that you don't see super often, so I figured I'd snag it. So I guess I'll consider that one the free game. And then last, I was looking for a third game that was in the $14 range. I found one slightly more expensive, but it's pretty uncommon, so I figured I'd grab it. We have Warriors All-Stars on the PS4. It's like a mashup of various characters from the various Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors games. So I got all that, as well as a $5 pre-order of Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Xbox for a whopping $10 out of pocket. Can't complain. As you can see, I'm now home, and, well, sometimes boredom makes you do things that you may regret later. I don't know if I necessarily regret it, but I made a decision. I actually went back into GameStop. So after I revealed the 3 games I picked up for a whopping $10, I called my Uber, and the price was ridiculous. So I decided to wait it out until the price went down. It took a while. And while I was waiting, I remembered some of the games that they had on the PS5 section on my way out. And I didn't really pay much attention to it because I was mostly trying to get the buy two get one. But as time progressed and as I sat there waiting for the price of my Uber to go down, I decided to go back in and I took a look at the PS5 section, and I ended up leaving with technically 4 games, although I'm only keeping 3 of them. And we'll talk about that. So we're gonna start off with Solstice, the deluxe edition on the PS5. This looks interesting. It's not a game I see very often, and it was a pre-owned copy. It was in really, really good condition. It's got everything it's supposed to have in it. So I'm pretty excited. Figured I'd pick it up. Then I did pick up a game that I actually already own. That happens when you have a large collection. Sometimes you accidentally pick up something that you already own. So I'm gonna return that, which is good because it'll save me a little money. But I also picked up 2 new games, and both of these were GameStop new, and they were both pretty cheap. But they're games I wanted to add to the collection. So we'll start off with Wizard with a Gun on the PS5. This is an interesting looking game. I've almost picked it up a few times. It's funny because the standard edition of Wizard with a Gun was $15. The deluxe was $30. And I didn't see anything in the deluxe edition that would merit it being double the price, so I'm like, I'll just pick up the regular edition. So yes, as you can see, it was a GameStop new copy, not sealed, but you know, it was 15 bucks, not bad. And then the last game that I picked up, and I have 1 through 4 on Xbox. I have the collection. I mean, finding a game on Xbox is tough, but I found it on PS5, and I'm like, you know what? I've heard, I mean, the series is good. Might as well pick up the newest one. So we have Trine 5, A Clockwork Conspiracy on the PS5. It was a brand new copy. I've heard the Trine games are fantastic, so I figured I'd grab this one on PS5. So now I have 1 through 5. I'll play the first 4 on Xbox, and then I'll play the 5th one on PS5. Yep, I went back in and I bought more games. Probably shouldn't have, but these are all games that I don't think are going to be super common. Now, would they have been there in a week or two if I went back? There's a decent chance, but, you know, I wanted to grab them while they were there and while they were there for a good price, so that's why I did it. Anyway, let's get to the last few pickups of the week. All right, it is time for our final recap. And I did get one more game. I think I alluded to it earlier, but I had one more game that came in from Best Buy. I ordered Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I also ordered this because this was a game I've been wanting to pick up for a bit. It's not the lowest price I've seen. I think the lowest I saw was $30, but it was close, and I figured, might as well. If I'm already going to get one game, might as well get two. So we have Atari 50, the Anniversary Celebration Expanded Edition on the Switch. Now, I already had this game once. I got it from GameStop, but then they made a better version of it, so I got that one, and now it's sealed. So, you know, I figured I might as well, if I'm going to have this game, I might as well have the best version of it, and I've heard this is the best version of it, so figured it was worth a pickup. So I paid $32, it's worth $40. Good start to our little adventure. Sticking with Best Buy, we have Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition on the PS5 remastered. I mostly got this because I have a feeling this is going to be a low print. Shout out to Easy Gamer who pointed that out as well, that this game, because it's so overprinted on PS4, is probably not going to have a huge print run on PS5. So I figured, you know what? I agree. Let me grab it. Now I can play the native PS5 version on PS5. Pretty happy with that. I paid $30 for this. It's worth $50. So pretty good score so far. Next, we're going to go to Amazon, where I've got a couple Switch games and a couple special editions that came out over the past couple weeks. We have the Plucky Squire on the Switch. I'm excited for this. It looked really fun from the reveal trailer. I think it was on a PlayStation thing, but it looked really fun. Pre-ordered the physical edition. It came in. Excited to try it out. Paid $35. It's worth $35 because it just came out. Then we have Pepper Grinder on the Switch. Again, shout out to Easy Gamer who recommended this game. He actually got 2 copies of it on PS5 and Switch. I just stuck with the Switch version. It was on sale on Amazon. Figured I'd pick it up for a really good price, and it was a really good price, so pretty happy with that. I paid $20 for this, and it is worth $37. So, again, doing pretty well there in the prices. Next one up is going to be Worms Armageddon, the Anniversary Edition on the PS5. I did an unboxing on the channel, which has come out by now, that shows off all the goodies that come with this special edition. Spoiler alert. It's not really a spoiler alert because that video has been out for a while, but it's a pretty good special edition. But I picked this up on the cheap because it originally came out in December for like $50, and I got it for way less than that. I think I've only paid $30 or less than that even. $25, sorry. I paid $25. It's worth $44. Not bad. Then we have the main event, the game that this whole episode is dedicated to. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii on the Xbox Series X. It is the Collector's Edition. I know the case doesn't look it, but it is the Collector's Edition. I unboxed that as well on the channel, so check that out. That's where I got the eye patch for the thumbnail. I'm excited to try this game. I heard it's really, really fun, very wacky, and the Collector's Edition is pretty cool, so I think that's worth a shot. And I love pirates. I'm a big pirate fan. Anyway, paid $130. It is worth $130 in brand new condition. Last but certainly not least, we're going to go to GameStop, where I took advantage of the buy two get one, and then I also caved and picked up a number of PS5 games that were just intriguing to me. So we'll start with those first. First, we have Trine 5 on the PS5. I have Trine 1 through 4 on the Xbox Series. I don't know if I'm ever going to find Trine 5 on the Xbox Series, so I figured I'd pick it up on PS5 when I found a physical copy of it. I paid 30, it's worth 31 in quote-unquote new condition because it is GameStop new. Then we have Wizard with a Gun on the PS5. Again, interesting looking game made by Devolver. Looks fun. It was a cheap new game, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think I paid 14 or 15 for this. 15, it's worth 20 in quote-unquote new condition. Then we have Solstice on the PS5. It's an RPG, looks cool. They had a pre-owned copy. I wanted to snag it because I have a feeling it wouldn't be there if I waited, so there we go. I paid 24, it's worth 16, so a little bit of a loss on that one, but it's not the end of the world. All right, and then our last three games, these were all buy two, get one, all in the same price range on the PS4, and I think I did pretty well with them. So we'll start off with Warriors All-Stars on the PS4. It's kind of like a mashup of all the best characters from Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors. And it's a PS4 exclusive, so not a game you typically find. Figured I'd snag it for a good price. I paid $10 and a little bit of credit. And this was worth 21. So good pick up there. Then we have Potion Permit on the PS4. Looks interesting. It's a game that I don't see super often. Figured I'd pick it up, especially for a really good price. And this one was a really good price because it was free. Because it was part of the buy two get one, and it's worth 17. Last but certainly not least, we have Severed Steel on the PS4. Interesting looking action FPS game. Figured it was worth a pickup, especially because it was part of the buy two get one. I paid trading credit for this. It's worth 20 bucks. And that is it. So a pretty action-packed week, to be completely honest. Some good stuff. A lot of quality. Some decent quantity, in fact, too. And some fun collector's editions to add to the overall collection. Can't complain. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. Also, just so you know, we are actually on the road to episode 200 by the time I'm recording this. It might have already passed by now. I have to go back and check to see if this is episode 200 or past it. But I'm planning to do something a little special for episode 200 of the Bargain Game Hunter, since this was the series that this channel was basically founded on. So I wanted to make sure that I commemorated that by doing something kind of cool. So look forward to that when we hit episode 200. And of course, lots more Bargain Game Hunter episodes coming very, very soon. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.